What is up, Grant? Here we are again. This is going to be fun.
Okay, have a good time.
Listen, this is the next best thing. And props to my Canadian Rams brother, Payo Time, showing up on your show. Now, I used to coin a few terms and ask and tell me if I'm correct going into the 8th year in Kyle Shanahan's ringless tenure. I used to call him incompetent. Check. Right? I called Kyle's team the regular season empire. Check. Right? Now, Brock Purdy was supposed to be an upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, let me tell you this here. It's not his fault that he plays on a great team that's loaded. It's not his fault that the NFC is weak this year. It's not his fault that the teams on the schedule are usually way less. They're not as good as the Niners. So he's building those stats. You know, they would call Stafford Stat Padford, right? Well, that's Brock Padford. Because let me tell you this. I'm not seeing anyone else saying this. So it's not his fault. He's a young player. He can get better, or he could be Jared Goff and 2 years later be on another team. It depends. We'll see, because as the talent go, you got to pay him in a year or two, and then Trent Williams will be out. Is he regressing? Trent Williams? He had 2 big penalties. Didn't play a good Super Bowl. When he's out, then there's all hell's going to break loose. But you don't know him off the top of your head, but look at the stats of Brock Purdy when they play good defenses. The Browns, the Ravens, the Bengals, where they went into Levi, blew them out. The two playoff games against the Packers and Lions, he did those comebacks, but he played horrible in most of those games, or half of the Lions game. In the Super Bowl, he had an okay game, but guess what? Ayuk has as many touchdowns as Brock Purdy did. So that's why I called Brock Purdy Jimmy Garoppolo 2.0, the mobile edition, because it's the same guy. And answer me this: did Brock Purdy miss a long deep ball like Jimmy Garoppolo did in the Super Bowl? So Jimmy 2.0, that's fool's gold. I called him fool's gold too, and check that too, because it's the same result, Grant. And props to you, Grant. You call it like it is, you and Lowell. And I'm looking forward to next season. Will they implode? Because you know what, it's hard, going up there and getting there and then losing in the big game, the hangover. We remember what happened after they lost the 2019 season. And it's funny that you had Niners content creators, not you, but other ones, media members, always trying to compare this team to the 2019 Niners. Is this team like the 2019? Who's better? Well, now they are like the 2019 Niners, because they both lost.
That's true. No, they're getting a lot of, is this team better than the 94 Niners? Like, no. But no.
This is what I'm looking forward to, Grant. We'll see what the Niners are still going to be the class of the NFC because they're still loaded, right? We'll see if they pay Ayuk. Maybe we'll grab, is Juwan Jennings' contract up?
Restricted free agent. So
I can see adding him with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, and then we go and grab Chris Jones from the KC, put him next to Donald. We have a nice draft, and then we're holding the Lombardi versus KC in the Super Bowl. I would love that. We'll see what happens, because we got money, we got cap. The NFC is going to be, the NFC West is going to be really neat next year, because all the teams are going to be better. Except for the Niners. They might not be as good as they were this year. So I'm looking forward to, Grant. Props to you, my brother. Appreciate you. And props to Lowell. And I can't wait, man. But I just wanted to tell you that I haven't come on in a while, but 30 years and counting, Grant. 30 years and counting since they held the Lombardi. There and that comment you got us with the fans. The Rams have any fans? They got fans, Grant. We were out of this market for 20 years. But at least we have that Lombardi, the last NFC team to win the Super Bowl. And we're not like these poor souls back here, the escalator, bang, bang, escalator gang. Again, they lost, so, but props to you, Grant. Appreciate you, my brother. Take care. And as we always say, may the Ramelia be with you, Grant. Ramulators, mount up for next year, baby.